Hello and welcome back to another Final Table commentary. I made another Final Table yesterday in the big one doopity doo on GG Poker. It's a bounty hunter. It's about 4,000 runners. We got 180 bucks for first place. Coming in 6th. Doopity doo. Hopefully we can spin it on up a 6 and a 3. Not a good start. But we got Alpo Tricks. Doopity doo. Strong player with a big stack. Should be fun to see what they've got up their sleeves. Patrick, the short stack, thinking about a jam. First hand, they will find it. We got Fire Lawn. We got Jeremy? Gerasimus? What the fuck are these names? George here. Denance. A1. Explotrix gets it in with the king and the 9. Looking for a king or a 9 dealer. Very small bounty, but we'd like to get the bodies flying. Oh, it looks like a 10 or a 9 on the river. And we get a 9. Very nice. Elplo Tricks will get a $3 bounty. Everybody gets a little ladder. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Firelawn folded the ace and the queen. Let me know what you think about that one. Looks like a spot where they could have went bounty hunting. Look to pick up a lot of chips. Surely Elplo Tricks is going to be opening super wide. They're going to go for another open here. I'm going to find another fold. So basically the strategy is wait for a good hand. Look for a double up. We got 2 big stacks, so it looks like everybody else is fighting for 3rd place. We see Denats go for a 3-bet ski here, and Elplotrix quickly folds. So about 180 bucks for first, for 2nd place as well. Then 130 for 3rd. Those are the dollars that really matter. That's what we're here for, turning $1 into 100 some bucks. That's the dream. Doopity doo. Doopity doo. So there's about 4,000 runners. We're down to what? 2, 4, 6, 7. Don't know why that was so difficult. I'm in 6th place. There is no sound. That's very unfortunate. Doopity doo, doo 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 doo. George here goes for the open. Elplo Tricks in the big blind. We'll find the call. Jack 7-2 flop. Not very interesting. George here, what do we imagine he's got going on? I bet he's got a lot of bullshit. So he's going to have a lot of straight draws like 10-9, 10-8 sort of bullshit. Then Elplo Tricks as well is going to have a lot of holdings here. The 2 big stacks are going to be going to war. No, just kidding. Just a check bet fold from Elplo Tricks. 10 and a 9 in the big blind. This will be a fun hand. George here, the big stack. We'll just find the fold this time. A1 folds as well. Elplo Tricks in the small blind. I expect to see a lot of raises here, and I have fold a lot. 2.5x. We do get a fair price. We could go to the flop, but Brendan says I'm not going to. 10-9 just hits the muck. I think 10-9 might be a call there. Just look to make a pair. That's kind of the strategy. Call, look to make a pair, get it all in on the flop, or at least put in some bets or some shit. Instead, Brendan let it go. Boppity boo, boppity bee. 8 and a 7 in the small blind, gonna be an easy fold. Elplo Tricks with the big stack, gonna go for the open surely. I don't even know what he's got. Doopity doo 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 doo. And then Fire Lawn in the big blind. Looks to be a tight player, folding ace queen when we could have went for the bounty. So I imagine Elplo Tricks is going to look to put a lot of pressure on Fire Lawn. Not going to happen to start things off here. King Jack 5 flop goes check check. 4 clubs on the turn. So the flush completes. Imagine we're going to see a check or a big bet. About half pot, not what I was expecting. Half pot bet gets the job done. Doopity doo 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 doo. A 6 and a 2. We'll quickly let this one go. Do 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 bitty do 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 do. George goes for the open. Gerasimus in the big blind will defend 10-8-8 flop. It's a very slow start to the final table for myself. The only real decision was the 10-9 facing the 2.5x open. It just hit the muck. Could have went to a flop. Other than that, we're going to see a lot of the big stacks firing away, and Brendan's just going to repeat that. We did see Denance go for a 3-bet ski facing the open from Elplo Tricks. That was kind of interesting. Dragon a 5, easy fold, and George gets a walk. So suppose it doesn't matter, but I was playing another final table on Party Poker while I was playing this one. So the King Jack, should we just open it here? We are covered by every other remaining player, so the King Jack hits the muck. I expect to get played back at quite a bit there. We'll see Jersimis go for the open. So like I was saying, I was playing another final table, so my attention was not on this one. I was heads up, battling it on out as soon as we made the final table here. So I don't remember a damn thing. We didn't even see the flop. We don't even know if the king and the jack would have hit. We'll never know. Should I open? My thinking was, again, that I'm going to get played back at quite a bit by the 4 remaining players in the hand. So I figured I should just let the king jack go, even though it looks like it could be an open. So what do you know? Brendan plays tight on the final table once again. Doobity-doo-doo-doo-doo. It is interesting. What I find is, so Broadway cards, they're beautiful throughout the tournament. What I find on the final table is suited ace-x I'm more willing to play. So like ace-7 suited becomes more of a play over king-jack offsuit, in my humble opinion. That's just the way I play anyways. Whereas like say early in the tournament, although ace-7 is still a very playable hand. Ooh, we're going to just rip it in with the ace and the 4? No, I don't think so. See, this is the plan. We're going to check, we're going to make a pair, and we're going to let Elplo Tricks blast off. That's kind of the plan, so we check it on back. On the flop, there's plenty of straight draws out there. We could go for a betski, any 9 or 8 will call. We give him a free turn. King of spades. So there ain't no flush draw out there. Doobity-doo-doo-doo-doo. Elplo Tricks goes for the bet, 1.5 blinds. We're going to let him value own himself, go for the call here. Keep the ranges super wide, 6 on the river. Pretty well calling any bet. We could have even raised the turn. But again, I think ranges are going to be super wide here. So he's going to show up some random 2 pairs, so we don't want to raise. We just want to snap call. Jack 4 off. Yep, just let him blast off. Easy hand. We pick up a nice pot. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Had we raised pre-flop, we're just going to buy the pot. Had we bet on the flop, we're not getting any bets out of Elplo Tricks. So I gotta say, I like the way I played the hand. We're lucky to smack a pair of aces on the flop. Because had it been not an ace-high board, we're likely going to lose it. So that's part of the downfall to the strategy, as A1 rips it all in. Jack 9 will hit the muck. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Do 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 bitty do. King and a 7. Do we open it here? If folded to, it would be interesting, but it's not going to be folded to us. We do cover the 2 remaining stacks, Fire Lawn and Jersimis. So if Elplo Tricks goes for the fold, I would like to see an open, but that doesn't matter. Didn't happen. Jack 10-2 flop goes check. Elplo Tricks has checked back some flops. They do go for a small bet here. And Jersimis quickly folds. Doobity doo 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 doo. A jack and a 6. That's an easy fold. Doobity doo. Denance goes for the open under the gun. Hopefully there's some action here. Oh wow, look at this. Glitch, 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 glitch. Oh, but it is a little bit clearer now. That's beautiful. Let's quickly make it fit the screen. There we go. Hurry up. Oh, but it looks so much clearer now. How beautiful. Doopity-doo-doo-doo-doo. So we do see a 3-bet ski. And then the Nance goes in the tank. Hopefully a jam comes on in. No, just a fold this time. Do. So it is kind of interesting. I almost slid my way into 3rd place. We are in 4th still, but nonetheless, we're almost in 3rd. Pretty well tied for it as we see Fire Lawn rip in their 13 blinds. $6 bounty on the line. George here in the tank. We do see a call. King versus 6s. Any 6s dealer. King on the flop. Now it doesn't matter. 9 on the turn. Alplo Tricks is drawing dead. 7 on the river. Doesn't matter. Fire Lawn gets the full double. 30 blinds for him. Bad news for the table. Good news for Fire Lawn. Doobity-doo. A couple of 7s for Brendan. Alplo Tricks with the open. Interesting spot. Do we go for the jam? Weird spot. Brendan finds the fold. Raise from under the gun. We just saw him raise 6s and call it off. So of course he's going to have those smaller pocket pairs. So it's an interesting spot. I wonder if I should have took it. Looks like there's no rabbit hunting, so we won't know if a 7 was coming or not. 16 blinds feels like a little bit too many to rip in facing the under the gun +1 open. If I had 12 blinds, I think that's the line where I just dunk it in. 14. Man, I feel like I still might fold. Anyways, we're going to move along with an ace and a 3. Look to apply the same strategy as it does fold around to Alplo Tricks. If they go for the raise, I think we can dunk it in. They go for the check once again. So then yeah, on the King 8-5 flop, we're going to be in a pickle here. We got the backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. We're going to need to call a bet. We get a check. We're going to get a free card. Do. 5 of hearts. If he bets, there's so many draws, I wouldn't mind a call here. Ace of clubs, what does that matter? Doesn't matter. 3 of diamonds doesn't matter either. Do we bet to protect our equity? That's an interesting concept. 7 of spades on the river. If it's check 2, it's a pretty easy check. And Alplo Tricks will take it with a pair of 7s. See, had we bet on the turn, we're obviously going to buy the pot. Do. Instead, we lose. George here with the big stack. We'll see if he goes for the open. I've got the snap fold for the 10 and the 9. Do. George folds. Alplo Tricks with the chance to raise now. And they will raise the button. Fire Lawn in the big blind will defend. King 5-5 flop goes check. Then we're going to see what Alplo Tricks deploys here. Do. They bet 1.5 blinds on the paired board with a flush draw. See Fire Lawn play call 7 on the turn. Boo. Turn goes check 4 on the river. Fire Lawn checks it on over. Alplo Trick checks. Ace 10 versus Queen Jack, and the Ace 10 is good. Fire Lawn doing a good job of chipping up. Up to 33 blinds now. In a very comfortable 3rd place position. Doobity doo 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 doo. AI's all in. I've got a 7 and a 4, so it's going to be an easy fold. Doobity doo 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 doo. All in from Elplo Tricks and a call from Firelawn. This is a huge ass pot. Ace Jack versus Queens versus King 5. We're looking for an ace dealer. King on the flop, that's good news for AI. Any ace or Elplo Tricks is down to 33 blinds. Dibbity doo. No ace, just like that. Elplo Trick has 33 bigs. Is that a punt? $8 bounty. How enticing is that? We could have played call fold, I suppose. Just against Firelawn. If they rip it all in, we can just suppose he's got a strong ass holding. Whew, just like that, Elplo Trick blows up a little bit. Down to 32 bigs. Firelawn will raise it on up. Jersemis rips it all in. $5 bounty on the line, a very quick jam. Firelawn does find the call here. Ace King versus Jack 10. Jack 10 offsuit finds the call. Firelawn flops the top pair. Any ace or king dealer. Doobity doo 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 doo. Ace? No, a deuce on the river, so we lose Jersemis. Firelawn running hot. 24 blinds slide their way. The $5 bounty on top of it. And he's up to 70 bigs now. Holy shit, what a run so far for Firelawn. Elplo Tricks goes for the open. Brendan will fold the 5 and the 3. George here thinking about some sort of raise. Find it. It's in you, George. Put an $18, $20 bounty on the line. He plays call. Denance finds the call as well. Ace King 8 flop goes check. It would be nice to see Elplo Tricks throwing a bet here. What size do we go? He says I'm going to check. I was going to say at least half pot. Very wet board. George here puts in a 2.6 blind bet. So about a third. Denance finds the call. Elplo Tricks also comes along 4 clubs on the turn. So we got 2 flush draws. Denance rips it all in. Put a $9 bounty on the line. Elplo Tricks deep in the tank. We'll find the call. Would be nice to see George rip it all in here. Do it, George. Come along. He's deep in the tank, thinking things through. We'll find the call. 7 of diamonds on the river. Of all the options, I wasn't expecting George just to call. Don't know why. That's a very reasonable play. So many draws out there. He could just draw instead of ripping it all in. Elplo Tricks will check it on over on the river. Doopity doo. Rip it all in, George. Come along. Stick it all in. There we go. And Elplo Tricks quickly folds Ace Queen versus Ace Jack. George wins a huge ass pot. See, I thought that would just jam on the turn to protect all your equity. Very interesting happening. Queen and an 8 in the big blind. We're down to 5 players. Wasn't expecting Elplo Tricks to be this short, but here they are. A1 rips it all in for 20 blinds. I suppose for 13 effective. He's got 20 blinds. He rips it all in. Gets it on through. Boppity boo. Blinds go up and a 10 and a 6. That's no good. George will go for the open. We'll have the fold. Dippity doo. Would have flopped a pair of 10s. That doesn't matter. Ace 10 7 flop goes check. Doopity doo 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 doo. Expect to see a lot of bets from George. Ace high board, very wet board. So many straight draws out there. King Queen, Queen Jack. Jack 9, Jack 8, 8 9, 8 6, 9 6. Boopity boo, 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 boo. There's even more, I bet. Doopity doo, 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 doo. A1 will raise and take that one down pre. 10 and a 5 will hit the muck. Do 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 do. So we're in last place. We're really hoping for George to start knocking some bodies out. Hopefully we can get a double up through George. He's going to be playing super active, super aggro. He's got 100 bigs with less than 100 to collect. Do 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 do. George is all in and he gets it on through. Doopity doo, doopity doo, doopity doo doo doo. Ace and an 8 for Brendan. George goes all in. We have an easy call. Other than that, if George goes all in either one of the other two calls, we will fold. George rips it all in. No surprises there. We'll eventually land on the call button with 10 minutes left to go. 10-2 for George. Good luck. 8 on the flop. Great news for Brendan. Sweating a 10. Now we're sweating a whole lot. A 7, a queen, a heart, a 10. And we get the ace of hearts. For fuck's sakes, Poker Stars. I guess this is a GG poker. But still, Poker Stars, for fuck's sakes. Why do we run so shit? God darn. Anyways, I suppose Brendan gets 5th place out of 4,000 players. Nothing we can do there. Would have been nice to get the double up. It would have been nice to frickin' battle it on out. Looks like we would have got about 3rd place had we got the double. There was just 2 big stacks. Firelon and George here. We would have waited for either of these two to bust. Maybe get a bounty. That would have been pretty sweet. Didn't happen. That sucks. That's life. Nonetheless, here we are. Gonna try again today. Hopefully we can take it down. So I suppose that's the end of the show. So if you made it all the way through this shit, thanks for checking it out. Because honestly, this is a $1 buy-in. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares about a $1 tournament? But even the $3 tournaments, seems like somebody cares. Somebody's watching them. So thanks. Alrighty. Adios.